Good morning, traders. This is Anka Metcalf with Trade Out Loud. Welcome to your pre-market game plan for today, Tuesday, February 18th, 2020. It is 8:39 a.m. Eastern, and let's get started. We're going to begin with the Dow. All right, the mini Dow in the overnight trading session had a slight gap down and continued to follow through to the lower band of support into the 29,200. Right now, it's currently trading on the 10 exponential moving average onto the daily chart, and we're seeing a pretty strong consolidation since 2 a.m. since the European markets have opened. Over this cluster of 29 to 70, we may see a progression higher, not for a whole lot more, but we could see a pop into the 300, and we could already see a little bit of volatility coming in and a little bit of pressure to the upside. So once again, over the 270 to 280 zone, we have a little bit of trade of a void all the way to the 29,300. Again, this is going to be a decision point. It's a strong confluence area. It is coming from prior price action, also coming from pressure from these two dynamic resistance points at the 29,300. 29,300 is going to be a big node. So if we manage and if we're getting buying pressure over this area, then we have a little bit more void to the 330 area, and then all the way into the 370. 370 also a heavy resistance band from confluence areas are going to try to push price down again, but it's all a matter of seeing how much price is able to fight in the trading session today. One thing that I wanted to mention is Apple, and Apple has announced over the weekend that it may not be delivering its promise, and it has lowered the guidance for the second quarter due to the coronavirus factory closings in China. That remains still a concern on our agenda. The other thing is that NASDAQ has a little bit more strength today than the mini Dow. You can see that the Dow right now is trading lower. It's 0.5% down. It's down 146 points as of right now. And it is one of the, not one of the weakest, but it has the weakest structure based on this 1 hour chart. Let's continue with the mini S&P, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the trading session today. It's going to be a little bit more problematic. Now, remember that we're coming from a long holiday weekend. We have Valentine's on Friday, and a lot of traders took the time off. And also we had President's Day that was yesterday. And again, the U.S. markets were closed. And again, we need a little bit more balancing out and a little bit more proof before we see any signs of strength or weakness coming into the trading session today. Remember that oftentimes we've been lower in the European session, and then the New York trading session came in and pushed the price higher. Now, again, today we're trading into that inflection point where price needs to decide whether we're going to go up or down. So I'm very neutral on the trading session today. I'm going to take it super, super easy and super slow, especially on a calibration day like today. All right, let's jump into the mini S&P, which is down 13.38%. You can see the strong consolidation into the bottom right here into the 3360s. Also, it is trading within Friday's actually trades parameters, and also trading very close to the 10 exponential moving average, which is at 3350 zone. We have a next level of support into the 3357, which is again a strong confluence area. Notice that this price has been quite respected by price up to this point. So it held into last week on Tuesday. We also had come back late Tuesday at the end of the New York trading session. We also had the price revisit the same 50 level, 50 to 57 level from which it reversed on Thursday. It popped a little bit higher, and then we started the uptrend again with a higher low and a higher high, and now we're back revisiting this prior level here from Friday. So I'm not very concerned. We're still trading on Friday's levels right here. Friday literally ended the day you know, with a really nice move to the upside. All right, so bottom line for today's trading session, if we manage to break over 33.70, we still have a little bit of space to continue higher into the 73. Not a lot of space, but only for about 3 points. And at this point, it is asymmetric, so it's not worth taking the trade because we may get a periscope high and then we can reverse and revisit the 50s, or even come back down below 57, back into the 50s, and then back to the 37. So I'm not excluding this possibility. That's why for today, I'm going to be looking for smaller types of trades, and I'm going to wait for the first things to start lining up to see the true and clear directional bias. Let's move on to the mini Nasdaq. The mini Nasdaq, to me, it's not to me, but it has a more robust structure, and I know it's down in balance with the mini Dow, so it's almost down 0.5% on the trading session, but it has a really nice recovery. And by the way, Apple is up about $9 from the bottom, from today's very low, pre-market low. So it's executing a sustained bounce. So you can see right here that we're not getting a consolidation, but we had the follow through to the 200 simple moving average. Nasdaq's also 9,500 also represents the 10 exponential moving average onto the daily. So this is a strong reaction zone in here. So not only that, we have the 200 SMA, but we have the 10 EMA, and let's take a quick look on the 4-hour. We have the 50 SMA, and that's why it found a lot of support here. Plus the Apple news made the price pop a little bit better than the rest of the indices. Now we're in the first level of resistance. You can see it right here. Also a strong confluence area deriving from this 20 SMA and also from the prior price low from Friday. So to me, I think it's going to be a matter of seeing if we could hold up this 96 zone, and then if we could start pushing back up. Let's not forget that we have a pretty flat 200 SMA on the 30-minute chart. Let me show you right here. So this is going to represent a big area of resistance into the 96.07. We could still talk about this space here for a possible push to the upside, but I'm not seeing, so at this time when I'm recording, it's 8:47 a.m., I'm not seeing any kind of signs of patterns setting up just yet. So I would really want to see more of the open before we call any kind of trades in the trading session today, just because we're having and we've had this gap down that happened today with follow through lower, Asian session, London session, European session, and then we're having this boost that is coming very close to the open. All right, let's check out Russell right here, and Russell is a little bit stronger, only 0.22% to the downside, only 3.7 points down. And you notice here that structurally speaking, we're still reacting off of the same level of support, and which is good for price. We're also trading on the 10 exponential moving average, as we tapped right into the 10 exponential moving average this morning, and we got a little bit of lift to the upside. Again, it's trading into this 20 SMA, into the 63 area. It's also clearing out this cluster, but it's also it can also find a lot of resistance from the pressure zone from the prior pivot low from Friday, and also from this 20 SMA plus this cluster that we have been trading in Wednesday and Thursday. I think the bigger picture here would be the price to push over 87 to try to ascend a little bit higher. So again, the patterns are a little bit difficult on the trading session today. Price gyration, you know, is going to hit both bands of support resistance, until it finds, you know, its true directional buy. So right now I remain extremely neutral on the trading session today. All right, let's visit gold and oil. Okay, gold here is gold is nice ascending higher, but we're going to talk about it in a sec. Oil, this is crude oil, and we basically let me just put on the daily chart here so to see what happens. So the daily, as you can see here, just triggered a slight reversal, but it is the price is trading right now right into the $51, which is or support from this prior price action that we've had from the beginning of the month, from beginning of February. So let's see if this $51 is going to hold. Right now it's having an inside day, it's having an inside month as well. So just want to show you very quickly the weekly here. So you see this purple line right here. If we break over this 5270 area, this is going to it's actually going to be in 5260. Let's say 5260 to 5270. We break above it, we may bring more buying pressure to the table that may lift the price a little bit higher. So for now, I'm just gonna sit on my hands right now, not gonna call in trades in oil, and we're gonna have to see how any day trades in oil. So we're gonna have to see how the price action is gonna react as we're getting closer to the New York trading session open at 9 o'clock, the pit open at 9 o'clock, and then the market open at 9:30. Let's visit gold. It's a little bit longer video today. We have quite a lot to talk about. So gold, remember that I kept on saying that gold may be a keeper for a longer target. I still have gold for long term, and I'm still holding on to the position in gold for long term, and we're going to see how that is going to progress. Moving higher. So like I said, there is no trade to be called in gold right now. You could see that the price has already escaped higher, is reaching the first area of resistance into the 95. So congrats for those of you that are still holding it. Like I said, this is going to be a longer hold for me for a target, and we had targets 90, 95, and 1600 for it, and the rest to be decided. We still have a lot of overhead targets into the 07, 09, all the way into the 13 and more. All right, guys, this is all for today. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Stay safe on the trading session today, and we'll be calling some trades at one point if something will be lining up in the trading session today. So thanks so much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.